Cool. I think we're live. Hey, I think we're live in vertical and horizontal. Pull it up real quick. Yeah, that looks kind of funny. Okay, it doesn't look that bad, I guess. Here, this is what it looks like. That's funny. Cool. Now streaming in horizontal and vertical. Alright. Hang on, I'm still setting up. Yeah, it's fine. I could delete this part from the VOD too. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, let's see if that works. All right, so we're making some changes here. All right, things have not been going super well on the runs, and I think that we need to make some changes. I've done a bit more of testing on my own to discover some things, and of the things I've discovered, there was a comment that was left for me telling me that there's already a built-in level cap, so I don't need to worry about managing my XP. That's wrong. You can overlevel. And if for some reason 12 is the level cap instead of 11, or if there's some other arbitrary level cap, we're just going to be going with the Nuzlocke rule of the level cap is the gym leader's level. So since they're set to level 11, we will still be managing, we'll still be trying to manage our XP to level 11. But I've been thinking a lot about the encounters and the run and what's best, and I think that there are just some facts I have to face, that if there's a path to victory, it's a path that's set with 3 Pokemon. And I don't think there are any exceptions or room for error. We need on our team Pidgey for ranged flying attacks and ground attacks. We need Nidoran or Nidorina for access to their ground typing and their ground moves. And we need a Caterpie for its access to Guard and Harden. And if at any point we have a Pokemon that is not one of those 3 Pokemon, the likelihood of success is slim. I don't know how else to do it. Because in theory, right? In theory, the other options are, because we always need Caterpie. There's not another Viridian Forest Pokemon that will serve us anything going forward. At least to get past Brock's gym. But that's right now the biggest hurdle. So if we want any hope at succeeding, we are from now on going to be sticking to the same 3 Pokemon line. I've been flipping coins to decide what encounter we're getting, but I don't think that it's possible anymore to beat Brock under the level cap with 4 Pokemon and have those 4 Pokemon not be Pidgey, one of the Nidorans, and Caterpie. So on this run, which very well could be the only one we do today, depending on how far we get, we are going to be sticking to these encounters. We're not rolling for any encounters. Also, Bulbasaur's the starter. I've been going back and forth my entire time playing this ROM hack, trying to discover which starters have the most to offer. And it was only until the last run we did that went to Brock, where I discovered that Brock's Onyx has a drying pan. So this means that it turns off its weakness to water types. And I don't think we'll be able to beat him if he's not weak to water and we have Squirtle. The only other way I could see it would be using Mankey and his rolling kick to beat Onyx, but I don't think, if you have a Mankey, I don't think you get through Viridian Forest, at least not without over leveling. Again, maybe it's possible, but it's just, Spearow is so much worse than Pidgey that having Spearow, like, Spearow won't do anything to help with Brock, right? We need to consider that we have to have a Pokemon to beat Vulpix. And if we don't have that, then we can't even use Bulbasaur without just being one-shot by an Ember. So we need someone to deal with Vulpix, and that needs to be someone with a ground type move. But we only have, our only other option for that would be the Nidos, but the Nidos also are not a perfect solution because they're vulnerable to ground type attacks, and there's a Diglett that's right next to the Spearow. So I'm thinking that our best answer is going to be using Bulbasaur and Caterpie to run and defend to guard against the attacks of all the other rock types and Onyx in one corner, and on the other corner we can have Pidgey and the Nido, whose main goal is to eliminate the Vulpix and to not die to the Diglett. And if we can position ourselves correctly, we can keep a majority of the enemies away from Pidgey, protecting its life, and later on we might be able to get Nido to work its way back up to deal some killing blows after Weedle and Bulbasaur have done enough damage. We also need to make sure that we get to level 8 before we challenge the rival, because if we do it earlier, we will probably just lose. Rival's still a problem because we're still not we still don't have it perfectly mapped out, but I think I have enough experience at this point that I'm pretty sure I know how to win. So with all that being said, let's get started. Remember, we're not going to be flipping any coins. We already know our encounters. One thing I have not tried, but I am curious about, is the range of this Mankey. Is it possible? Yeah, I don't actually know if it's possible, but I would like to actually test if we can capture Pidgey before we aggro Mankey. It might be unnecessarily risky, but I would love to give Pidgey this Mankey XP to start, because that means we can get Gust if we also give Pidgey the Rattata XP from the trainer up here. No, we're just short of movement. We need to get to this purple flower here, so that's not possible. So for safety, let's just, oh god, that's another Mankey. Go here, moves, Growl, because it's never worth leering here, because if you leer there, you still won't be able to do enough damage to not take retaliatory hits from Mankey. Then we capture. Ooh. Wait, did I do less damage? Huh. Alright, to preserve HP, we're just gonna guard. I didn't guard last turn, which might have been a problem. Oh, did I get crit? Alright. Okay, I think I can capture with Attack Pulse. Okay. We actually managed to get Pidgey there, which is huge. Yeah, if we take this chip here, we get that guaranteed kill. Okay, we actually did manage to funnel that. That was a little scary. I kind of fucked it up in the beginning there, but whatever it takes. Something else that I need to start doing is, we actually should be buying more jelly donuts, because they are pretty useful healing items. Since we won't be equipping berries all the time, we want to make sure we have like a big burst of healing that we can do. Yeah, let's keep Growl on, I think. And yeah, I still think we'll delete Growl, because if we don't delete Growl, I think it becomes less useful. I think it's most useful right now when the Pokemon are still strong enough to do some decent damage. Can I? I did fuck up my positioning here. I haven't played in a couple days. I'm a little rusty. This isn't an awful... This isn't an awful start. Our Bulbasaur has a decent set of stats. The first level I got on this file was actually pretty surprising. I got a bunch of stats. No speed. I think we can get this kill now. Okay. Let's go. Let's get the gust. Okay, that's amazing. We still don't want to break the grass because we still need a lot of XP. This is the only spot where we can grind until we beat Rival. So we really just need to keep these things active. I did think of some lines using Quick Claw and Mankey. The problem is that if you give Mankey the Quick Claw, that means you have Mankey, and that's the problem in and of itself, right? Let's take Leer and Guard. Yeah, the main reason I started today with the save file already loaded was because I wanted to change the music settings so I could set up for a nice stream. That's the only reason we didn't create the profile on stream. I normally would like to like just, you know, show that it is I haven't fucked with it, but I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to tell that I haven't fucked with it. Wow. And dead. Perfect. I'm getting really good at this Route 1 section. Like, I have restarted so many times. Alright, Rattata. We should be able to just get this kill immediately. Yeah, we hit with a Leaf Attack. And finish with Pidgey. Boom. This is going great so far. Oh my god, so many Mankey spawn though. And still on, yeah, let's change back to Leer. And it's so nice to have Pidgey for this bug catcher. It would just be really annoying to get poisoned. I would like to avoid that if possible. Guard and Pidgey, you fly here. Guard is just so OP, we're going to be using the fuck out of it. I'm going to drink away from the camera. Huh. Do I actually just want to get the Caterpie kill? Can I? Yeah, can Bulbasaur get the Weedle kill? You can, just barely. Nice. Yeah, this guy got some magic level ups, which are pretty nice. And we'll Gust with the Caterpie. Oh, that was an alpha level up. And attack pulse for the kill. Perfect. Oh my god, with all the magic? Dude, this is huge. I've been thinking Bulbasaur is going to be a great recipient of the Wise Glasses. But we might just want to keep that on Pidgey just to guarantee the KO with Mudshot. So I don't think we can afford it. The Quick Claw is probably best to give to Metapod anyway. Just my lowest damaging move so I don't crit. And Gust it. Boom. Easy. Dude, this game's easy. My moves, set to Leer, alright, guard. Guard here. I gotta say, this game is so much more pleasant with the music turned off. Like, if I could give any criticism, these guys should add more music. Yeah, there's no way I get this one shot, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's just Gust from back here. The level. Ooh, my... Okay, that's huge. That's massive. I don't think I can stop him from attacking Pidgey, so let's just get some chip damage. It didn't attack Pidgey. Oop, monkey. And Gust for the kill. Yeah, Pidgey just makes everything easier, man. Like, I swear. Another monkey. Let's just go ahead and get this monkey real quick. Ooh, exactly enough because of that, all that magic level. Oh my god. We are actually getting insanely lucky with this Pidgey, which is really good. We are going to need a lot of magic if we want to make sure we one-shot that Vulpix. So I haven't run the cows. I have no idea what the special defense of that Vulpix is going to be. Sand attack is so big. Sand attack as well, that might end up being really important just in general against like the Onix. Oh, multiple rats, that's why it's so big. Let's set back Leer and guard. I'm pretty sure, I was thinking that maybe the Quick Claw allowed me to debuff opponents before they get their damage off. I don't think that's how that works anymore. But that would have been nice if it was. Yeah, it's just there for the extra XP. To save us some time. Ooh! Critical hit fucking Leers. So hopefully you'll come up to me. Yeah, we are definitely doing this much more smoothly than we normally do. Guard. It's like grinding in normal Pokemon. You lead in with your strongest starter, and then you switch to your lower level Pokemon for the kill. This is going great. Yeah, 6 speed, 7 magic. That feels really good. And honestly, I was thinking about it too. Can probably is pretty good. Like, I don't know if there's going to be any avoidance in this game, like, from, like, structures or whatever, but given that in normal Fire Emblem there are usually things like terrain or something that can give you extra avoid, it's probably really good to have extra hit. Alright, so, yeah, Bulbasaur's almost level 8. Please tell me you are strong enough now to one-shot. You are not. That's fine. I just don't want to give Bulbasaur too much more XP, because he's almost at 8. Yeah, the problem is Bulbasaur gets to 8 so much faster than your partner, just because your partner, for the most part, they can't really 1v1 on their own. So let's get over here, because I should be able to one-shot this Mankey at the very least. So if I can just get rid of this rat, then we're good. Yeah, this one's gonna come up to meet me, but I think that's fine. Oh my god! Is that 10 magic? That's insane! Dude, this is the greatest Bulbasaur I think we've had. And Gust. Yeah, I think we will need this rat to come up to meet us. I'm thinking, though, we might not need this one, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, the grass gets affected by Leer stat drop, too. That's fun to know. Can you get the one shot? No, you still can't. We have to take the chip. That's fine. Not that much XP. And get the Gust. Okay, so now I think that the Mankey will get Pidgey level 8. Right? Or, oh no, we're still level 7 on or 6. Fuck, we're about to get to 7. I just didn't pay attention. I thought we were already level 7. Oops. Real quick, let me just take this Mankey KO, so that way it's done with. Alright, now that's level 7. Let me get Twister. I'm not sure how good Twister is. Like, actually, it has a chance to, like, debuff the opponent, but how valuable that is, I still don't really know. Like, Sand Attack is really good, but yeah, 30% chance to give them the growl effect. Yeah, I don't know if we ever use it for that. It's probably not going to come up for a long time, but if we keep it, it'll probably be really useful into late game. Especially if we encounter actual dragon types early enough. Though I don't even know what dragon types we would encounter in the early game. Dratini? It's like it, right? And then this will spawn this guy. It's another rat. Yeah, okay. Good thing we didn't break any of these, because I actually do need a bunch more XP. We'll just end. Let this rat do whatever it wants. I think I'm just gonna do this, and end, just to get something else to spawn. Yeah, we gotta keep aggroing them a little bit, just so more stuff spawns. It's giving Bulbasaur a lot of, like, little bits of XP, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna be rushing through Viridian Forest. We are not gonna be spending any extra time in there. I spawned something new. It's a monkey. How many more of these you need? Probably a couple. We can't always just leave and come back down the route. I find that as a little bit inefficient as far as just my time goes. I think this is faster. Then this will get the KO. God, yeah, the hard part really is just gonna be getting through Viridian Forest. I was redoing some of that section earlier, and like, we saw it on stream. The gauntlet that they make you do is insane. Especially that last trainer who has like the 2 Pokemon who are definitely the wrong Pokemon. They have a Beedrill and a They have a Beedrill and a Butterfree, but they're still just a Weedle and a Caterpie. But they have all the right moves, and then they have an Ekans. So they're like a perfect, like, amalgamation of the worst things you could encounter. You got a Psychic type, a Flying type, and a Poison type. It's like truly the worst of the worst combination of things you can run into. Another reason why I think that getting the Nidos is so good, because you get a ground type as well to help deal with that Ekans, which is really nice. Because you're a ground type who's not weak, who also is a poison type. Yeah, Pidgey still needs a couple of KOs. Ooh, not enough. This is probably safe. I'm being super risky for no reason. In hopes of this Rattata not going over there, I'm gonna guard. Oh wait, got that point of speed too. Alright, since we're level 8, I'm actually just gonna dip. No extra EXP. Because we already have gotten so much EXP on Pidgey now, and we're still going to be using the fuck out of Pidgey. We actually don't even need a single drop of extra XP on Pidgey. Just getting to level 8 to ensure that we're going to be really powerful going into the rival. The rules of the Super Repel still confuse me, but I think that if we're gonna use it, we might want to use it in Viridian Forest during the Gauntlet. Because I think it might stop the grasses from charging. And that will be most useful when we're trying to deal with all the trainers. Alright, let's, yeah, we should get the Icy Wind, just in case. Grid mode. Still really cool that this is here for Squirtle runs, because it is really nice to have an ice type attack this early. It is a really weak one, but I mean, what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers. I wonder who the first Pokemon we'll get who can use it is. Probably another water type whenever we can get them. We probably... oh man. We probably won't get a water type for a long time. Like, we probably won't even get one until Cerulean City, right? I can't think of... like, there might be fishing mechanics in this game. I truly don't know. When we get past Brock, we'll reinvestigate the route situation, and we'll figure out what we want to do. Buy a couple of those. What's this do? Escape out of dungeons via the travel command. And we get these, but I don't know what these do. Teleport to your last visit Pokemon Center with the travel command. I guess I have to figure out how to use the travel command. Because we could potentially use that to save our lives in the future. Yeah, I don't know how to do the travel. Whoa! I glitched. Alright, let's try to gear up. I think so. There's a really strong Bulbasaur with a decent amount of defense and a decent amount of res. I think more than the Quick Claw, maybe we should go back to Oranberry. And for moves, yeah, let's definitely... Okay. Let's do this. I think this is good. Okay, I think the real thing here we want to do is we want to get rid of this Rattata. Okay. Ooh, actually, can we... Actually, we should absolutely just take this guy out. Oh... Okay. We can do 10 there. And 10 there. Level 9 on Bulbasaur. Oh my god, that's exactly what I want. Yeah, I don't think... Okay, I don't think there's realistically any use for poison powder. Yeah, poison's foe for 4 turns. Yeah, I don't like poison powder, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, amazing. I think we've been making that harder than it needs to be. Okay. So this part coming up is also difficult because this trainer up here is a little annoying. I'm actually just gonna go back to heal myself up because why the hell not? It's technically more optimal than just using a berry there. Oh my god, but we did it. We made it past Rival. Now here comes the difficult part, is getting through Verdian Forest. This is gonna be the run though. I'm feeling it. Let me just make sure we've got those jelly donuts on supply. Yeah, let's get rid of one of these berries and take another jelly donut. This muscle band will probably go to one of the Nidos. Absolutely take this. Yeah, there we get a warp crystal there. I don't know how to use the travel command. Yeah, how do you do that? I have to figure out how that works. It's fine though. I did learn something important though that we definitely don't want to do as well. In the Gauntlet of Viridian Forest, if at any point we leave to try to heal back up, we will have to redo the Gauntlet, which will basically kill our EXP. Oh, 2 Pharaohs, that sucks. I wonder, can we reshuffle that actually? Because we're doing a starter pack here, we know what we want. And if I'm being honest, I still don't know which one to get. I think maybe we want Nido King. Just because, I know I talk shit on it, but because we can't actually miss in this game, I think we might as well just take Hustle. Like, genuinely, I see no reason not to take it. For some reason, this person's range is lower now. Oh, there it is. These are still Nidoran females, huh? Yeah, the big thing is, too, is they get Snarl, which is really interesting. Yeah. God, I wish there was a Nidorino here to compare. Let's reshuffle these. I really want to, like, compare the stats of the two Nidos to really know the differences between them. Because I feel like I don't know enough about that. We haven't really been to Route 2 enough for me to really understand the differences. Alright. Oh wait, did that just respawn? Okay, well we're not gonna abuse that. Nido and Sparrow, whatever. We'll just catch the Nidoran, I think. I still think Rivalry has potential to be better. Deals 25% more damage if the opponent's highest stat is greater than yours. Because we're on Lunatic mode, I actually think there's a decent chance this comes up more often than it doesn't. So I'm willing to just say fucking take female here, even though I think that maybe we might prefer Hustle. I was trying to call the trainer forward so I could maybe manipulate the terrain a bit better, but that's fine. Let's get rid of this rat. I'm pretty sure we don't die to the gust. If we actually attack with Leaf here, we might be dead. Yeah, I think maybe not being aggressive is the play here. I would like to, I really would like to, but I don't want to screw myself over here. Yeah, let's get rid of this rat first, and then we can get rid of that bird. Not, oh well, Twister KO's there, so we might as well. That's fun. Alright. Yeah, I think we guard, just, it's probably the best move here. And we're leering. I think we don't die to the flying moves. Oh. Every day I am grateful that flying does not resist itself. There we go. This is what we want, Mud Shot. Honestly, I think we might want to get rid of Tackle here. I don't think Pidgey's a tackling kind of Pokemon. Its strength is pretty low. Yeah, its strength is literally half its magic. We're not ever doing that. Alright. So who's ranged this in Nidoran's, right? Alright, let's guard. Could you get up here? Yeah, we're just taking this Nidoran female as our encounter. It's just too hard for me to tell which is better yet, so we're just gonna say screw it. Capture, Mud Shot. Yeah, look at this against a poison type. Boom! Alright. We're gonna use the bathroom real quick. This is going pretty well, all things considered. Let's just end turn so that way we'll get everyone's move back. Alright, once again we're putting some crits on the line here, but I've never seen crit kill while guarding, so something I have done before in my testing is you can kind of maneuver in this area around, so on certain spawns you can get the wise glasses before you KO the Pokemon over here. Or like if it's like Pidgey, you can like bait Pidgey over into this corner. Now you gotta train up this Nidoran. We could go back to Route 1 to train up Nidoran, but it might be fine to train them here. Yeah, they're level 4. We want them to be higher level. They're not doing anything for us right now. Yeah, let's take some berries. Why not? What's this Pidgey gonna give me? Technique? Oh wait, I shouldn't be so careless with these Pidgeys because they have Sniper. So if I actually just don't play it safe here, I could get punished. So yeah, that's why it's probably not safe to grind here, is because these Sparrow can just Sniper crit the shit out of you. Yeah, we're probably just way too high level on Bulbasaur. We need to be very fucking careful. Yeah, let's just break this. Alright, and then Pidgey, take this. Also, Nidoran, get yourself that muscle band, not Macho Brace. This would be huge for the pecs. Alright. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to Route 1. We actually can refight the trainers. I don't know how much I want to refight them because they give you money if you beat them again. And I don't really want, like I said before, the idea of if Fire Emblem is kind of shitty to abuse the arena to keep grinding money. So we're just going to avoid that. It would be really nice because that Weedle and Caterpie give a bunch of XP, but we're just not going to bother. If we can get lucky and we can get some Mankeys to spawn, Nidoran female should destroy Mankey. We'll try to get Nidoran closer. I don't know if we're actually gonna worry about them being level 8. Goddamn, there's a bunch of Pidgey. Let's reset. Let's reset the spawns. Because I think that we'll probably use Nidoran to take a bunch of the XP in... Oh, well. You know what we should have done? We should have gone up and got our Viridian Forest encounter. Let's get some EXP real quick since we're here. These guys are always just gonna run up and hit me, right? They don't have a status move. Yeah, so I don't need to have a status move equipped. Yeah, Peck should be fine. I expect Nidoran to be fine here because these guys don't have Sniper. Yeah, even if Nidoran has to take some damage, that's fine. Alright, level 5. Nice, nice, nice. Get Magnitude. Yeah, that's going to be so important. Small Quake. It's got 5 power, which is pretty massive for this game right now. Alright, I'm tripping. Let's go get a Caterpie too, so we can train them both. So we can use Caterpie to bait anyone that's not Pidgey. And for Pidgeys, we'll just have Nidoran fight them on their own. And once we get everyone to around the same level, that's when we'll charge to Viridian Forest. I know that we there's like a question, like, is it worth actually grinding at this point to make sure our Viridian Forest is fine? Because Viridian Forest forces a lot of XP. The only thing is, oh jeez, whatever. This is better, honestly, because we can just tell them no. Very nice. Alright, we're taking Caterpie here. I don't think it's possible to do with anything else. Is this actually... Oh my god, this guy's level 9? Do we actually want that? Honestly, kind of. I can't just fucking one-shot, that's crazy. Capture, Gust. Okay, well that's like most of the grinding gone, actually. So, yeah, level 5 is just like too low, but... Yeah, the problem is I do not want to fuck with this Beedrill. We are abandoning the Beedrill. This right here, we might want its Swarm, which we can probably teach to our Butterfree. I just don't know how much we care about it for the first gym. I'd rather come back after we've beaten the first gym and we don't care about over-leveling and we're level 11. Because at that point, I think we'll be completely fine. But I see no reason to, like, prove anything by doing it beforehand. I think that's fine. Let me avoid them. Okay. So... yeah, it's still... I'm still just gonna be a coward about it. We, ooh, actually, can I? Oh! That's how it works. That's awesome to figure that out. I just don't want to risk anything. I'm not taking a single risk. Like, fuck everything. Fuck these sniper crits. Fuck wiping constantly. Like, we're beating Brock today. Dude, it's gonna be feeling so nice to actually get farther in this game. Let's take a berry and a jelly donut. Yeah, let's just honestly... oh wait, where's this Mankey gonna get us from? So if we go just right here, we should just bait the Rattata, who can hit us with Tail Whip, right? Yeah, we should move... Snarl. Now, yeah, I think if we move down one, we will be able to trigger the Mankey, but that's fine because they just have Peck equipped. And since they're full health, they won't be able to double us immediately anyway. Oh, perfect. And Peck for the one-shot? Easy. I might just get them to level... I'm thinking level 7, but maybe we do just take them to 8. I don't know. It's like, that's a... I don't know. And Peck. Easy. Okay. Let's reset the route. Just like grinding in Pokemon, it's that easy. That's why I got the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music on. Great stuff to grind to. I haven't listened to my own stream, maybe I should. I just realized something. I got people talking to me in chat, and it's not showing up on my side chat. What the fuck? I'm sorry, Bulba. I'm sorry I didn't see your message. And Greninja guy, this is Pokemblem. I got the link to the UPS in the description. Dude, why is chat not showing up? What the fuck? Live chat. Yeah, I've got this opened up, but it wasn't showing up in that chat either. Yo, I'm moving this over so that way I can actually see it. That's crazy. Man, what the fuck, Streamlabs? That makes me seem like a dick, like I wasn't looking. I must just be vertical chat is different from live chat then, huh? Yeah, so I've got different chats in vertical and horizontal. That's a shame. Yeah, so if you're watching me in vertical right now, I have not been getting your chat messages because YouTube segregates the chats for some reason. Alright. That's good to know. I'm going to have to figure that out. It's my first time vertical streaming. I've never done this before. Okay. Let's move right back over. This should be pretty easy. Same as last time. Yeah, now I gotta like look down at this chat. Okay, here we go. Let's put that there. That's not enough to kill, really? Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's do this. How is that not a KO? There we go. You're in range of that tail whip, so let's just rescue and drop. Dude, the fact... Oh, wait, can I not... oh, you don't have enough weight to... Okay, good to know. Good to know for later. But you can rescue drop in this game. Very convenient Fire Emblem tech. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just drop. Nidoran female should be able to get the drop. Hang on. That's the chip. Leave us out of range of the Mankey. And now we just one shot. Alright, level 7. We got a point of strength. Huge. And just a Pidgey. We'll dip. Base at the route. More? Can we get more Mankeys? I want to see more Mankeys. Oh, you know what I just realized? Snarl is probably going to be pretty nice in... Well, never mind. I was going to say it would be pretty nice for the Psychic types, but it actually won't be because we got the Pokemon using it's a Poison type, so we actually don't... We do not want to be using Nidoran against any Psychic types. I thought a lot about the Poison and the Psychic gyms, and those are going to be extremely hard in this game. I can't even imagine, like... And we'll just use this. Get some HP back. Guide this Pidgey up. Ooh, that's... God, it's almost a one-shot. You have the Muscle Band equipped, right? Yeah, you do. Fuck, if they can get one more point of strength, they'll be able to start one-shotting these Pidgeys. That'll be huge. That's same thing. Berry up. Yeah, we'll take this last level and then we'll move on to Viridian Forest. Honestly, kind of a lifesaver that we don't have to grind up this Metapod. Like, I'll take it, man. Not having to grind a Metapod all the way to level 9 sounds like heaven. Sounds like every Pokemon player's dream. Damn, we're so close. Let's go back. I don't want to keep using these Oran berries to heal up. It's kind of a waste, honestly. I'm just too lazy. I want to get this grinding over with. We are on our way to Brock. If I had known I was gonna have to use my phone as a second way of viewing chat, I would have charged it more. You guys are still watching vertical mode. I really appreciate it. I set it up for the first time today, so I hope it looks and sounds good on your guys' end. I will say, it looks less stupid than I thought. Originally, I was like, oh my god, I gotta set this up in vertical, that's hilarious, but that doesn't look that bad. Alright, Nidoran. I wonder if Poison Sting's any better. I didn't actually check the might on Poison Sting. Yeah, Snarl has no might, Mag has 5, Poison has 2, Mag has 5. So, probably is not better to Poison Sting, unfortunately. We can Snarl. Ooh, with the fucking crit. Alright, level 8. Oh my god, that's such a good level. What? Also, Acid? Debuffs defense plus res by 8. And it's a poison move. This seems kind of based. Is this a magic attack? I think so. So, Acid is the Leer to Snarl's Growl. Magnitude's a 1 range, right? Yeah, we don't need Scratch. If I'm being so honest. Alright. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to go through Viridian Forest. Get up one last time. And we cannot come back here after we go to the second half of Viridian Forest, because if we try to leave, we'll have to redo those fights again, and that will tank our EXP. So once we enter Viridian Forest, we're not leaving until we get all the way through it. So this is the start of the gauntlet for us. No way to avoid starting this. We just end here. Oh, actually, that Pidgey's... Oh, I just noticed how close that Sparrow is. That could have been really fucking bad. Dude, if I got Sniper crit there and died, I would have crashed the fuck out. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, that's all I need, man, is to get Sniper crit right when we start getting to the good part. Alright. Okay, Viridian Forest. This is gonna be the stressful part. We have 4 mandatory trainer fights between us and the gym. You guys are in such an awful arrangement. Can I? Oh, jeez. We have to be careful about how many enemy phases we let happen, because we don't want this Bijou to cycle around and gank us. Let's get this KO here quickly. Yeah, that's why we don't want to overlevel Pidgey too much, because we are really going to be using the hell out of it here. And we just want to quickly move up as fast as we can. And another turn of movement on the Beedrill. Scary, very scary. Alright. Okay, there are so many enemies right here, jeez. We got kind of unlucky on the spawns, it looks like. Let's see. Yes. Then we can... one-shot? Okay. So, let's... do that. One-shot the Kakuna. Guard here, and... start here. We just want to move. We have like a couple more turns before we are getting danger, so... Yeah. We definitely want to move. This should be fine. For the most part, these guys are very weak right here. We can work together on this guy. I'm not worried about the Caterpies. The Caterpies are generally not very offensively threatening. They are big EXP sponges. You... Okay. I've been put in a very awkward position. By being... Yeah, being boxed in here is actually really annoying. Oh, there's an enemy. Yeah, wow. This is pretty horrid. Let's do that. And we can gust you. That takes out most of the offensive threat. Yeah, we're already level 10 on Pidgey. This trainer Pokemon gives so much. Okay, I think we won't be seen by him. Let's just attack pulse. Actually, we probably want to... What do we want to take that kill with? Because it's going to be a lot of XP. You're level 9, 8, 10. Yeah, if we can, we probably want Nidoran to take this XP. 13. And 9. It's not enough. We actually have to... Tail whip here. And that's just barely enough. Okay. And we want double kick. This is massive. Poison Sting seems like a shit move. We're just gonna get rid of Poison Sting. And then we'll just Leer for the KO. Oh wait, that wasn't enough? What the fuck? Alright. We should be good to get to Area 2 now. This is where the big EXP sync comes. So, as far as standard Nuzlocke rules go, we are going to be okay as far as EXP goes the second we get to the gym. Once we're inside the gym, if we get to level 12 at that point, we're fine. This should heal us as well. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, we got the Undertale save point. Time for the gauntlet. Let's check everyone's items just to make sure we're good. Yeah, who do we want to have the Quick Claw? Quick Claw and Nidoran could be pretty good. No, we want you to have the Muscle Band. Well, what's your defense? It's 5. You're just you're not very res tanky. Honestly, I say we just don't have the Quick Claw equipped for right now, just because I might want the Oranberry healing passively. Alright. This is one of the harder sections, but I think we'll be fine. The hard part really is just getting here with your Pokemon not over-leveled and in like a good position. So I feel pretty confident where we are right now. Yeah, that revive doesn't mean anything. I am curious about if we can somehow avoid this. So we break this snag. Can we sneak through past this trainer? 'Cause that would be crazy. The thing is, I think as soon as we like kind of move in, yeah, because like you have your own range, don't you? Yeah. But this still might be worth doing, just to kind of give us some kind of edge. I would love to get rid of some of this grass. Yeah, like this one. That should put me in range of that Weedle. That's fine. We're just going to have to do that, I think. Okay, thank God it gives no XP. So what that does is we can go ahead and just sniper kill this grass, which helps a lot. Take this, I forget what this is. Oh, right! Dude! This is so insane. So, yeah, so this, I don't know why this is here. This is a Fire Emblem item. Leather and shield, get 2 defense and res. So good. So, yeah, that... Do we give that to Bulbasaur? I mean, it's either Bulbasaur or... Yeah, I think maybe we give it to Bulbasaur. Yes. Oh, give the quick claw back. Hang on. So now, if we look at Bulbasaur, yeah, fucking 8 res and 8 defense. Massive. Actually taking nothing from flying moves right now. That's so good. Even just getting that before this gauntlet gets started is huge. Can we kill this lonesome fucking Caterpie too? Just a Caterpie, right? Yeah, you are just a Caterpie. So what's your range? Your range is bad. So we should be able to just move up. Actually, I think we can... Yeah, we can just do this. Boom! Okay, this is so nice. Yeah, I didn't know this last time I was here. Also, there's this just area up here. If we don't get into battle with these trainers, I am not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Fuck that, like, a little bit of currency. Let's see. Yeah. This is the problem. I don't... Oh, there is a way to get through. Oh, but, like, it's right here. So yeah, we are... I don't think there's a way that we can't not trigger these battles, because this guy, I think, is a problem. So what's your range, buddy? Yeah, look at that guy's sight range. Oh my god. So getting past him is impossible. I think, actually, if you have Rattata, maybe it's possible, because Rattata has the longest range, but even Rattata, I don't think, makes it past that. And your range also, yeah, you're completely covering this angle. So here's, okay, so here's where the solid snake run ends, right? Like, we're not getting any closer like that. We just have to start now. But this is great. I haven't had too much time to explore here. So being able to, like, break this shit, pretty useful. Oh, actually, we should leave this snag. I'm being... Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, actually, we don't want to break any more of these snags. We're fine. because now we should just do the gauntlet normally. Just getting rid of that spawner and those guys that were there saves us like a lot of like space. So now, that's so amazing, because now we can play this super safe. We don't have to risk anything right now. The biggest problem is going to be XP still, but Bulbasaur is still at level 9.5, so I think we're just good. Alright, start the gauntlet. I believe it's that person in the back. They're the problem. They're the one with the really strong Pokemon. That's kind of why I wanted to stop breaking the slags. I want to bait them maybe up here, or maybe, yeah, up here probably, to use this kind of choke point. That'll be really important. So I think, yeah, let's just straight up send it. We will Tail Whip to get the one shot on this Kakuna. Barely get the one shot. So much XP. Yeah, we have to be so careful on Pidgey. Like, genuinely, if we overlevel Pidgey, shit's gonna get real fucked. You're so close. Leer you. That does so much damage just for Leer. And Peck for the kill. Okay, we got this down to a science! Oh my god, that level up! That was insane! Okay, no, fuck. I did fuck up. Okay, so the price you pay is that you open this up. But we can actually still use this choke point. And it's still fine. So you are what? You are a Caterpie, you are a Caterpie, We have to double check because we don't know when these Caterpies are going to be, when they're going to know confusion. Actually, you know what we want to do? We want to use Metapod here. Let's see. Actually, do we care about giving you the Quick Claw? You don't know anything really that good, right? Speed. Oh, this gives plus HP too? No wonder guarding you never take any damage. Okay. So we move here, we go to moves, we set a Tail Whip, and we guard, baby! Move Pidgey down here. Bulbasaur here. And Nidoran, we move you here. Just wanna put ourselves in a good position. Got leveled up, level 10. Yo, he gets that speed. Confusion. This is huge. 20% chance to debuff strength or magic. I'm curious, what's the point of hardening if we have guard? I think maybe there's a reason to have both. I'm gonna be so real, you're never tackling. You are just never gonna tackle. Ooh, Pikachu. That sucks, but we have plenty of ground coverage right now. Yeah, the big thing about leaving the first half of Viridian Forest alone is we just don't have to worry about the Pikachus. Pack you. And then we guard again. Actually, we should be able to... Yeah, just do that. Fuck it. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have said fuck it. That's a lot of XP. We're actually just going to rescue Pidgey just because I don't want to give Pidgey any more XP than it needs. Pidgey still is going to have to do a lot of work on this upcoming trainer. We have to so desperately EXP manage. Drop. Let's see. You know, you're level 10 now, right? Yeah. Oh. That was an accident. Oh well, we're evolving now. Huge thing about this evolution. If you don't know, this game... Well, oh my god, there's so many stat points. For whatever reason, I don't actually know, this game doesn't do 4 times effective weakness. So, normally, as a flying bug, you would take 4 times damage from rock. However, because we don't have 4x damages, we actually are still only 2 times weak to rock. Only reason that's not a wipe, like, or a reset. Because otherwise, getting a 4x weakness would basically mean that they're useless in this fight. But because we were not worried about the 4x weakness, that's completely fine to do, and it's just a strict upgrade. Okay, so next turn, this trainer should aggro. Let's see. Yeah, probably just best to do this. Okay. And Butterfree should be really good too, because Butterfree should one-shot that Ekans. This is going so well. This person is in a really annoying spot. I would love to stand in that spot. Yeah, how do we want to do this? I think we should just get back and let him come to us. I don't think there's any reason to move forward right now, just because the position is kind of weird. Okay, here they are. The hardest mons in the forest. Yeah, just so you guys can see, yeah, we have this Weedle with Peck and Poison Sting and Pin Missile. And then we have this Caterpie with Gust and Confusion. I don't even have Gust on my Caterpie. Yeah, oh, I just realized we had level 12, and level 12, that's why. So, yeah, Leech Life, Absorb, Poison Sting, Bite, Glare, which Glare can paralyze you. It's pretty rough. So I want to Harden first here, because I'm curious how this works. I want to double check to see if my stats retain. Because I'm thinking if I Harden and then Guard, it gives me, like, both stat boosts. So... Oh, I think maybe I had a debuff on me. Oh, wait. My skill changed. Tinted Lens! That's fucking insane. Ineffective moves do super effective damage. That's going to be so huge for this, actually. Oh, and we can check this real quick. Confusion. Only 6? That's really weird. But it's really good against this Weedle. Yeah, they have flying type moves, so it's really hard to fight them. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We have Leer equipped. We guard. Okay, that's not really where I wanted them to move. That's really unfortunate for me. I really wish I moved up more. Yeah, oh my god. Oh wait, can I magnitude? Oh! That's so scary though, because of confusion. Ah! Okay, I think Is it so crazy? They moved into such a position where I actually still have to play more passively than I want to here. Yeah, we just... How much HP are we missing? We're missing 3, 4. So yeah, well, let's just move back and use an Oran Berry. Oh fuck, we should have guarded. Oh wait, we couldn't have and healed. This is kind of bad. You know what we'll do? That Ekans should move up to glare the Pidgey, I think. Yep. So that saves it from an attack. Okay, 11. That's the last time we can use Pidgey safely. Now it's gonna be a fucking struggle. Quick attack. Why is quick attack not 2 range, guys? What the fuck? Strike first when attack. That's pretty good. That's a built-in quick claw. We have plenty of Pokemon with Leer, I think. Oh, that confusion. Yeah, if we didn't take that one hit with Pidgey, we would have lost. That would have been the end of the run. Fully paralyzed! Dude, what do you mean it's still not a kill? Oh, you're level 11 too. This is so rough. Pidgey being paralyzed here is so brutal, because if they weren't paralyzed here, we could have Confusion Ekans this turn. But we actually just can't because they're in my spot. Oh, that's so frustrating. We lost because of paralysis. We actually lost because of paralysis. I'm a little tilted. Okay. And now, like, Nidoran's also paralyzed here. Dude, this Ekans is so brutal. Yeah, just... maybe I should have been more aggressive. Dude, this trainer is so brutal. Flying coverage, fucking glare to paralyze. Oh my god. And I crit. Of course I crit there. Yeah. Yo, Vesley, what's up? How's it going? You worked on the ROM, right? Yeah, we're resetting here. It's not worth it to lose a starter. Yeah. New game, Lunatic. We're still doing it though. That was the best run we've had in a very long time. It was pretty clean, all things considered. Alright, back to Bulbasaur. Still think it's the best one. Still no reason to change. We're not changing anything. Alright, let's do some menuing stuff real quick. Or can we only do that in yeah, here we go. Quick save. Green for Bulbasaur. Alright. Yo, hey, Vesley, if you're still in chat, you gotta let me know how some of this AI works. Because I have played a lot of Fire Emblem, and I'm confused if you're doing anything like custom with the AI, and if I should be doing anything different when targeting. I already know a lot, like the enemy, obviously, they really want to attack you if you can't attack them back. So I can use that to like bait some guys every now and then to like attack in certain ways. But like I would love to know more about how the AI like targets in this game if it's different. I also am curious about interactions with speed. I think that there are some moves that just cannot double, and then other moves where you need like. I guess I'm just asking how the speed tiering works. Like, how much more speed do I need to be able to start reliably doubling my opponents? Because if I could start doubling, then all of a sudden a lot of these encounters become a lot easier. Like, if Bulbasaur can attack pulse twice, like that's the goal, is to attack pulse twice to KO some of these tankier mon. But I don't know. I don't know how much speed I need. Because with Chlorophyll, I feel like Bulbasaur should be able to double Pokemon a lot, and I'm never doubling Pokemon. Alright. Oh, this Pidgey here is pretty rough. So we should go here. Moves, we want to Growl. Should we? I think maybe we need to keep Growl. Maybe that's a problem I'm having. Because if I could Growl them to lower their attack, that would have been really useful in that sort of hallway I was trapped in. Oh, 10 to double. But most status moves won't double. Yeah, that's what I thought about status moves. So you need 10 to double? That's fucking crazy. That probably makes more sense as I go on. So yeah, I would need 5 speed. Or you mean 10 more speed than my opponents have. So I would need to like hit 10 speed before I even have a chance to think about doubling them. So we're gonna really need to hope that I get this low speed IV to work for me. And since you're still in chat, I am curious if you've noticed anything else about how I'm playing that's just like ass backwards and dumb to you, because I'm sure you know so much more about the game than I do. I would love to know what you know, like to help patch up my knowledge of the game, because I feel like I'm learning a lot just through playing it, but with ROMs it's always so hard to know exactly like what's different. And I've played a lot of Pokemon and Fire Emblem ROMs, but this is something like so unique. It's really just amazing. AI is custom. Generally go for max damage over not taking damage. Okay, So the AI wants to do as much damage as possible. That's really good to know, especially for effectiveness. Do I get rid of Tackle? I'm starting to wonder if I care about Tackle. I'm gonna be honest, fuck Tackle. Now that I know how to switch moves, fuck Tackle. We're literally never using Tackle. Keeping... Oh. I was talking, I didn't notice I killed the Pidgey instead of capturing it. Ah! Okay. Okay. We reset. Whatever. Man, that Pidgey probably sucked anyway. Dude, that was probably the worst Pidgey ever. I could tell. I could sense it in the ether. I didn't want that Pidgey. Bulbasaur, baby! Bulbasaur all the time! Yeah, I figured for wild Pokemon, they kind of have, like just... What is it? Like, just normal, like, Lancer behavior. They just go for whatever enemies they can. I would also... I've never seen it, but after what you said... I'm pretty sure there's no way we can ever get both, or the XP from both Mon here, because of what you said about the AI always going for highest damage. There is no way this Pikachu never Thunder Shocks this Squirtle. Yeah, dude. My favorite part was in Charmander runs, you can get all the EXP because sometimes the Pikachu will attack the Bulbasaur with Thunder Shock, dealing resisted damage. And you can use that to get both Mon XP here, but I've only seen it with Charmander. Alright, strength and defense is really good there, actually. Also, I am curious as well. So, why in that second part of Viridian Forest, why are the two trainers' Pokemon a Weedle and a Caterpie instead of a Beedrill and a Butterfree? I feel like it's kind of sandbagging the difficulty, because on my first try, I didn't even check their movesets, because I just assumed, oh, it's a Weedle and a Caterpie. Just same old, it's what I've been dealing with. But, yeah, I don't know why they're not just a Beedrill and a Butterfree. I'm very bad at talking and menuing, I'm noticing. I need to get better at that. It is kind of messing me up. Wait, did I not turn music off? Yeah, music off. Okay. No, I don't want them to be tougher. So I'm assuming by you saying that, that means that the reason is it's a stat reason. That was my guess, right? Was that the way it works is that if you had them evolve, they would have higher stats. I'm not a game dev. I'm not trying to criticize, but it was confusing to me, at least, when I got hit with a Gust and a Peck back to back, because I didn't realize that they had those moves. Listen, I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying, like, it's scary when you see the two bug types and then they hit you with flying moves. Alright, let's set back to Growl and Guard. The Guard mechanic is so fucking strong. Like, I think, like, again, like, I've said this before, but there's a couple of things that make me think this challenge is possible. The Guard mechanic, all the extra healing items in the start, and just, like, I don't know, the way I've been playing is I feel like there's no way this isn't possible. I'm just, like, bad. Did I get a bad Bulbasaur or something? How come that's not a kill? This Bulbasaur is defective. I gotta take another turn of damage? Yeah. Oh Oh my god, he crit me! Dude, that fucking monkey! Dude! Monkey's got hands, but only when I'm not using them, okay? Monkeys always have hands except when I'm using them. Let's leave her, fuck it. I'm sure that this goes well. I'm sure that this works. Alright. This time we're gonna capture the Pidgey. We're not gonna fucking kill it. Still not enough. Well, I will eventually get it. There we go. Dude, the EXP leveling thing has got to be the roughest part. Just like I noticed there at the end of that last run, we had all gotten very close to over-leveling. But despite that, I don't think we can do it differently. That was an insane level up. Are you kidding me? Let's go, Bulbasaur. We're so back. But yeah, I don't think we can afford to do the leveling differently. We need a bunch of power for Rival. And we also just need, like, we were still, like, not one-shotting enemies in the second half of Forest. But getting that shield is pretty massive. I definitely want to do that again when we grab that shield first. Just because it's so useful, and it's going to be so hard to get over there before we beat all the trainers. Okay, so let's see. We'll go here, or we will set back to Growl, and we'll guard. Also, this Rattata also kind of demon. Not gonna lie, starting area Rattata, kind of a monster. Yeah, actually, just wait here. Wait there to get some passive healing. So, you say that, but when I was testing earlier, I did discover that the game will let you get to level 12. I was doing a solo run off stream, and I was able to get my Pokemon to hit level 12. From what I saw, Brock's Pokemon are level 11, all of them. And in traditional Nuzlocke rules, you cannot be higher level than the gym leader's ace Pokemon. So if all of his Pokemon are level 11, then even if I stop gaining XP at level 12 is still considered a death. So I just can't. As much as I would love to not worry about EXP, I just can't right now. I'm not sure if that was intended, but from what I saw, Brock's Pokemon are all level 11. That was also a misinput. Yeah, fuck it. We aggroed that monkey? Huh? I mean, you don't gotta fix nothing on my account. Like, listen, I've been saying it, but I mean it so truthfully. I have never wanted anything more, like, as far as a ROM goes in my life. Like, I've been since I was like a teenager, I've been playing Fire Emblem ROM hacks, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, and grid-based GBA games. Like, you could change nothing, and like, it doesn't even matter, like, my nitpicking, or like anything I'm like saying about like EXP or whatever. I love this game so much. And like, I don't even know how I found this. You might want to know. Just like, I'm not sure how you're advertising it, but like, for me, this just showed up on Twitter. Like, I just got a random pop-up on Twitter because I follow Pokemon Champions content, I'm supposing, and the game showed up because of it. And the game is going to rule over my life for the next like several months. Oh. Why can I hear myself now? Do I have the stream open? you guys hear doubling? Am I doubling for you guys? Because I changed my earbuds and something happened, I think. There's always some kind of glitch. Always when I'm in the middle of stream, never before or after. If it's not doubling for you guys, I might just take my earbud out then, because I can't pay attention while I'm hearing myself. Oh well. But back to what I was saying, yeah, genuinely, this problem is so good already that you could change nothing and I'll be playing it for the rest of the year. There's no way Pidgey does 8 without Gust. Close. Here, I think. And guard. Yeah, there. I'm so confused where all this audio is coming from. Oh, you know what? I think I know what. Yeah, that might have fixed it. You're all good, you're all good. No, I didn't fix it, by the way. Since I don't have anyone to really talk to in the stream chat, I'm just acknowledging you since you're the only one chatting. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my audio. This is the problem that happens whenever I fucking with my headphones. Because I have a pair of wired earbuds, so I just swap one out whenever another one dies. It's how I manage to keep my headphones always charged while keeping them still separate. But it's gonna be a problem, I can tell. So I'll just play with that audio since it seems fine for you guys. I have no idea why that man is walking down here. Ooh, give it level, let's go! Hey, another monkey, perfect. Yeah, hang on. Let's wait here, and then Bulbasaur move. Pidgey set up there. Did I give you Ornament at least? Oh my god, was that crits? Oh my god, this Bulbasaur is cracked! Was that another strength? Dude, strongest fucking grass type in the West. Yeah, 6 strength, 6 magic. Oh my god. Let me get this rat over here, clear him. Same as before. We're getting this down to a science at least. I think from now on, game audio is gone? Hang on. Hang on. You know what? I think for the best, I should just end stream and restart stream.